What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest city in the world, Wrestling City. We are your host, as always. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Ryler.
And Survivor Series 2024 has officially come and gone. And uh, what did you think of the show? I know you didn't get to watch it, you were busy at work, but you did get to
Unfortunately.
see some of it. But I mean, from the stuff and parts that you saw, what did you think of the show?
This show, it seemed like it was a pretty good show. Some matches were not as good as others. We'll get into that. There was one or two things that were kind of unexpected. There were some really good spots in between then, and the men's War Games match lived up to expectations and possibly exceeded. I don't know though, because the expectations are already high going into it. But I didn't get to see any of it live. Unfortunately, I was real busy at work. I was trying to at least watch the men's war game match. The only thing that I did get to see a bit of when it was happening was Gunther and Damian Priest. The very end of it, I saw, and that was a very good match too. I mean, what do you think about it though?
I thought it was a really good show. I mean, outside of the women's War Games match and that match, for the first half of that match was completely just it was
Uh huh.
sloppy. I mean, oh, it just wasn't good. But towards the end of that match, it picked up. But I thought the show was good overall. I mean, like you said, the men's War Games match that was probably the best men's War Games match that we've seen on the main card because there were a couple good ones done in NXT, but speaking of the main card, last night's men's War Games match was by far the best one.
Yeah, I heard they tore the house down. I heard, especially Jimmy Uso. I saw a lot of people talking about him and is it Jimmy and Jacob Fatu? They both came out of that match with injuries, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, no, Jimmy and Bronson Reed came out of
I
that match.
think Jacob got hurt too, if I'm not mistaken. I saw somebody say Jimmy and Jacob.
No, Jacob, he didn't get hurt. He had botched a move. He was trying to go for a moonsault, like he like did a springboard moonsault off the ropes, and he
I
kind of
told
slipped.
you that was gonna happen. I said that like I don't know if we were talking in person or if that was like in an actual video we were talking about, but I have been saying that that move is so risky, and I was like, he's gonna end up messing it up soon. I mean, that's a impressive move, but that does not surprise me. But he messed
Yeah,
it up.
yeah, he messed it up, and he like I guess he did that like he sort of grabbing his knee, I guess to oh
Like
you got
sell it.
yeah kind of sell it, to kind of
Oh,
get the attention off the botch, but. Yeah, I don't think he actually got hurt, but yeah, Jay Uso said that Jimmy broke his toe when he
yep, I
did
heard
that
that
dive, and then apparently Bronson Reed suffered an injury to both of his ankles from
with that
that
tsunami
off the
splash.
top of the cage.
Yeah,
I
doesn't
saw,
surprise me.
yeah, I mean, I saw a slow motion replay of it, and you could see, I think it was his right ankle. It looked like it turned a little bit, but hopefully he'll be okay. I think I saw a report earlier this morning that he'll be out for a couple of weeks, so hopefully not too long
Uh
because
huh. And they
I,
could still involve him in the storyline without him having a match right now. It's
I mean,
just, yeah.
kind of like when Jacob Fatu at SummerSlam, they had him on TV still. I mean, he was going out there and hitting moonsaults in a boot. So I mean, maybe they could Bronson Reed could do the same thing.
Yeah,
So
I hope so. I think that that spot could have, it looked very close to being worse because Punk drag, or was it, it was Roman dragged Punk off or Punk dragged Roman off?
Punk dragged Roman off the table.
And it was at the very last second. Like
Yeah.
literally, if he was like half a second later, Bronson would have ended up hitting the very end of Roman as he was getting off the table.
Oh yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool too. At first, when I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, did he actually end up clipping him a little bit?" But no, it was right, perfect timing. Added to it, I did see that Roman saved Punk after from like Jacob. He hit that Superman punch.
Hmm.
Uh, I think they did a lot of great storytelling in that match, and that was obviously the highlight of the night. You know, the match of the night. But That also, like I was saying, Gunther and Priest, I think that's another big thing to talk about. They did a lot of great there was a lot of great storytelling tonight. The
Yeah, oh, yeah,
submissions
for sure.
between Gunther selling his shoulder during that match, or not Gunther, but Priest selling his shoulder, Gunther getting that confidence slowly throughout the match, and then, like you were saying, Finn Balor cost him the match. He came out, hit the coup de grace off the steps.
Yeah, well, and one thing I liked about that is, Gunther didn't see Finn Balor and be like, "Oh, thanks for the help." He it kind of pissed Gunther off because,
He hit him. Yep.
yeah,
Hmm.
Finn Balor hit the coup de grace on Damian Priest, and then Gunther ran out to the ring and hit him with a kick right to the face. So, I
Yeah.
mean, would you say that match was better than their match at SummerSlam? I think
Um.
I think it's close. I'm not sure. I feel like I have to go back again and watch it one more
Yeah.
because
I
it
think
just
the
happened.
match quality was pretty close, but the storytelling going into the first one, I was more excited for. But
Yeah,
this match itself, the actual within storytelling, like all the submissions that Priest at one point he hit the Hell's Gate. He was locking in Undertaker's finisher that I forgot what it's called. It's an actual MMA move. And then
triangle
Gunther,
chokehold,
the what?
the triangle chokehold.
Yeah, but it's something Plata, Oma Plata, something like that. It's some sort of weird name, but yes,
I,
triangle chokehold as well. And and then Gunther was locking in the Kimura lock, and yeah, they were doing some great in-ring storytelling compared to before when it was just a lead up to it, and it was still a good match. But yeah, I think this one was pretty good too. I think it exceeded my expectations.
yeah, it did because I mean, well, I told you this. I told you this leading into this match that I wasn't as hyped as I was for this one as their one at SummerSlam, but they really did exceed my expectations. It's just impossible for Gunther to have a bad match. I mean, you put
He
him
can
in
have
the
a good match with anybody.
yeah, put him in the ring with hell anybody in the world, and
Uh-huh.
he'll put on a clinic, and he added to that last night with that performance. But yeah, Gunther did retain the World Heavyweight Championship thanks to Finn Balor interfering. So we will be getting Finn Balor and Damian Priest one more time. If I had to guess, that'll be at Saturday night's main event. But a lot of people were saying that Finn Balor didn't need to get involved in this match. I could see where they're coming from with that, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. I mean, you know, it 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 advanced the story between Damian Priest and Finn Balor, so I'm all for it.
I'm cool with it. Yeah, I think that Damian Priest and Finn Balor still have a lot more storytelling. I get that Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, that's kind of getting stale at this point. But Finn and Damian, they have so much more potential left. Yeah, I feel that falling asleep as I watch her cut her segments. Um, but yeah, I think Finn and Damien have a lot more left to go. They could do some more crazy stipulation, maybe like a three stages of hell, maybe a no holds barred, a tables match. I don't know, something. Um,
Yeah, I mean, and maybe we can get the return of Demon Finn Balor out of
yeah,
this.
and yeah, you predicted that. So we were talking about all these, stuff that we were accurately predicting. Maybe talking about the more, unpredictable stuff. New United States champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. That's crazy. I don't know. I didn't see anybody actually predict that.
Yeah, I didn't either, and we didn't. That I mean, I was sitting here on my couch watching it, and then I didn't know. I was just I stood up. I was like, dude, no way. And my wife was in the kitchen cooking dinner, and she was like, what happened? I was like, LA Knight just lost his United States title. Oh
To
my God.
Shinsuke
What?
Nakamura. I mean, I'm cool with it, I guess. Shinsuke, I've never really been that much of a fan of, but at the same time, if they finally start taking him seriously and going full on with this rebrand, I could see it working. But at the same time, that goes like I've said, this is his third win of 2024, his third televised win of 2024. So it's kind of weird seeing him as a United States champion now. I'm
Yeah,
hoping this
this
can
is
be the
the
point where he
third.
turns things around.
Yeah, I think this will be his third reign now as
Is
United
it
States.
his third? Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess. I remember the one where he beat R-Truth, or what was it, like a botch? Or no, R-Truth beat him. And yeah, I remember one of the reigns. I didn't know he held it 2 times before, though.
yeah. I, I mean, I was. I'm happy for Shinsuke Nakamura. I think he deserves it. But then
LA
again, they've
Knight.
only been feuding for what,
Uh-huh.
2.5 weeks now. I mean, it's just a thrown together feud, and then you just give Nakamura the title here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, I would have much rather had LA Knight retain, but
I think it's also good though to have some situation so it's not just and still and still and still champion. You get and new champion in the middle of the card of all the other things that are, so I get why they did it. LA Knight's reign, it feels like it was short lived, but at the same time, it was like 3-ish months. So that's not terrible. It's not anything to, sneeze at. And he can always win it back. But I will say that, yeah, if I was booking, I probably would ended up having LA Knight retain.
yeah, yeah, for sure. That wasn't the only title that changed hands last night because your winner and new Wrestling
Oh,
City Predictions champion,
I was
your
so
boy,
confused for a second.
your
I thought you were talking
boy.
about the IC. I was like,
No, nope. I'm talking about something bigger than
nah.
that. I'm talking about the Wrestling City Predictions champion. It's come back home to me.
It was made official in the first match too. You were over here like, oh, we could draw somehow, and I'm over here in
Yeah,
my
I
head
don't. Yeah, because
every
I
scenario. Like,
texted you after the after LA Knight lost, and then I was like, yeah, we could tie now. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute, no, because we both picked LA Knight to win. Yeah, you started off 0-2 last night in your predictions.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't have my title to actually physically give up, but
I have it over
yeah.
here. So
You won it. It's okay, though, it's okay. I'm gonna be able to win it back. I'll have my 2nd successful title defense in, our history, and yeah, right now, you're just holding it, it's okay.
it might be a while till you get that title back. I mean, unless we do a prediction for Saturday night's main
I was
event,
literally thinking about that. Royal
or we,
Rumble's gonna be the next PLE, or is there one in December?
the only no, because Royal Rumble is the next premium live event.
Wow.
I mean, we got Saturday night's main event. I mean, that kind of feels like a PLE, so maybe we can do predictions on that. But yeah, I mean, the
Maybe.
next premium live event is February 1st. So it looks
That's
like I'll be going into the new
crazy.
year as Wrestling City champion.
Boo.
But I mean, yeah, Braun Breaker, he retained, unlike Ryler did last night. Braun Breaker defeated.
Get out of here. Listen, I'm going back to title. You're gonna be regretting this.
I don't know. It sounds like you need that dog in you, kind of like how Braun Breaker had that dog in him. Uh, I'm just saying, yeah. Braun Breaker did retain last night. He defeated Gunther and not Gunther, Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser, which I thought. I mean, if they didn't have that men's War Games match, I think that was by far the match of the night. I think that the men's War Games match was a little bit better just because of the storytelling that was involved, but a close second by far is that triple threat match for the Intercontinental Champion.
As expected. I mean, with
Yeah,
all those people, Sheamus, Kaiser, and, Braun Breaker, I mean, I didn't get to see this match live, so I don't know exactly. I would have to look to compare it to because I still think Gunther and Priest was a really good match. But this match too, really the major thing I saw from this was that vicious spear. He jumped, like, over him, and it looked pretty devastating.
yeah, yeah. There were so many near falls in this match. Sheamus hit a bro kick on Braun Breaker. referee counts. Ludwig Kaiser would end up pulling Sheamus out of the ring. Dude, I thought it was over right there. But then again, I knew where they had where the camera guy was positioned. I had a feeling that Ludwig Kaiser was going to pull the ref out. He
Yeah.
did that, and then I think Sheamus hit like it's not a bro kick, but he does like the knee instead,
Uh-huh.
and he hit that on Ludwig Kaiser. I thought that was it right there. I was like, no, please kick out. Okay, good. He kicked out, and then yeah, Braun Breaker speared Ludwig Kaiser, and then he speared Sheamus and got the victory. Great match.
And
It was a
Sheamus got pinned, though. The disrespect.
yeah, he did, but I think that that'll lead to hopefully Sheamus getting his revenge on Braun Breaker and winning the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, honestly, I would be. That's gonna be. That's gonna be a banger too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was kind of expecting Ludwig Kaiser to take the pin here, but no, he didn't. I'm
It's
I'm
okay.
okay with it though. I mean,
Yeah.
Braun Breaker is still our Intercontinental Champion. Let's go. So
And none of them looked weak in defeat. Yeah.
no, not at all. I mean, they banger. That's what it was. An absolute banger of a match.
I think for the most part, I mean, we've basically covered every match for it. But the one thing that we haven't really talked about is with the main event, no Rock return. No
No,
Brock return. I feel like we predict this every single PLE. I didn't know if I wasn't confident enough to say for sure that either of them were going to return, but I feel like we say that every PLE and just to get our own hopes up. Yeah, no significant return.
yeah. See, because once the match ended, I mean, I think the post match stuff it went on for it felt like ever. I mean, and it had to go on for at least 15 minutes until they walked up the stage and they all posed on the top of the entranceway. And I mean, I was just waiting for somebody to come out, like The Rock. I mean, I wasn't expecting Brock Lesnar to come out,
Uh-huh.
but I was expecting The Rock to show up because I mean they were milking it.
Yeah.
So it felt like somebody had to come out, but no, nobody came out. But yeah, this match in general was amazing. It it's amazing what can happen when you have storytelling in a match. Maybe another company should take notes. I
What company is that? I don't know.
don't
I
know.
don't know. I
We don't
guess
want.
Eric Bischoff could say.
Yeah, yeah. Eric Bischoff would say it in a heartbeat. But yeah, and just the whole thing between CM Punk and Roman Reigns was absolutely amazing. The story that they told, they were standing in the shark cage waiting to come out. It was him, CM Punk. It was Roman, CM Punk, and Sami Zayn in the cage. CM Punk was getting ready to walk out. Roman Reigns stopped him. He told Sami Zayn to go to the match, and then it was just them two left in the cage. And they had this moment in the cage where they kind of just like standing on the opposite side of the cage, and they were kind of just like standing there, like, ugh. I thought that was pretty cool. And then Roman Reigns was about to walk out, but then CM Punk walked out and shoved him out of the way, and I was like, oh
Yeah,
my
you know what
god,
this is gonna be
dude,
leading to.
yeah. But it
I'm
didn't lead
cool
to
with that.
anything. Paul Heyman would come out in the match, told them that guys, you have to be on the same page. This is war, and then that's when the ring announcer announced that WarGames has officially began. And yes, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, the Usos and Sami Zayn do pick up the win. Great match, great storytelling. I think everybody in this match performed. Wow, it was great. Like I said, the best men's war games match that we've seen. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, I didn't get to see it in its entirety, but from the highlights, from what I've heard, yeah, that's not very hard to believe.
yeah, I can't wait to see what goes on next because after the match, CM Punk hugged Paul Heyman, but Roman Reigns didn't. He kind of just patted Paul Heyman on like the shoulder. He kind of like held his face, and I don't know what that's going to lead to, but And it'll be interesting to see what that favor is that CM Punk's supposed to give. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, I was wondering
supposed to
about
give
that too.
Paul Heyman, but hopefully we'll figure that out tomorrow night on Raw because CM Punk will be kicking off Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. So can't wait to
I'm
see.
ready.
I am too. But I mean, other than that, that was pretty much it from Survivor Series War Games. Out of 10, Ryler, what would you rate this show?
I would rate it I would say an 8.5. I think there were good matches, but I think there were maybe more surprises or more impactful moments that could have happened to make it more of a important, like, overall PLE, but it was still good for what it is. So, yeah, I'll say 8.5. What about you?
Yeah, I'd probably give it an 8. 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, 8 or 8.5. Yeah, I could see either.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments down below what your favorite match and what your favorite moment, whatever from the show was last night. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Come join the greatest city in the world, Wrestling City, for all of your wrestling content. We do Raw reviews, SmackDown reviews, PLE predictions, PLE reviews just like this one right here. And we even do some live reactions every now and then. So if you like that, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to like this video and hit that bell to turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Until then, we will see you guys next time right here in the greatest city in the world, Wrestling City. Peace.